Welcome back, everybody. We are covering 20 key activities to guarantee successful employee onboarding. And again, these are not rocket scientist activities, right? But they're nice to have, right? We never get a second chance to make a first impression. We get so busy, and I get it. Everybody gets how busy everybody is, and there's a lot, on our plates. A lot of things we do go unappreciated. But again, you have the opportunity to impact people's first days, first impressions with a new company on your team. And I'll tell you this, I've actually done number 14. But before we get going, again, I think I already mentioned, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, hit the alert button. Have a team lunch with a new employee. Your team members probably don't want to do this either, right? But I strongly encourage you to do this. And I actually, have been in situations where the company is not going to foot the bill, and I will, depending on if there's a lot of turnover, I won't do this for every time. But if I'm hiring somebody, a new employee and a new hire, and I've really done my job in terms of pitching what a great team we have, what a great environment it's going to be, I'll come out of my own pocket because I think it's worth it long term to invest in that employee and make that experience on the first day really nice, or at least that first week. Maybe it can't work out on the first day, but this is something that you should, do and try and make sure that you get scheduled and on the calendar, and encourage all of your existing, team members to join as well. But if you go back and, take the prior video suggestion of putting together just basically a team profile and manager profile. This is a great opportunity for people to just kind of, leverage that, information that's been shared. So again, I think that it's one of those things that nobody has the time to do it, and we always make excuses. But if you really want to grow a good culture on your team and with the new employees and new hires and help with that employee retention, this is a quick win, an inexpensive win and victory for you and your team. And I think most people remember this for, the time and the duration that they're there and for years to come. I remember, when I started at new companies and the places that I was taken, the conversations that were had, and also some of the friendships that were developed based on those first initial conversations. So strongly encourage you to consider doing this and keeping this in your arsenal for, key onboarding activities. Number 13, this is also something that, again, you really want to strive to do. Assign a mentor or a peer buddy to the new employee. Now, as a manager, maybe that's you, maybe it's not, but a lot of times it's it's healthier to assign somebody that's not you if you're the hiring manager, because then that employee will feel more comfortable asking maybe questions they wouldn't feel comfortable asking you, or a mentor that's maybe in another division or another area, or, a similar vertical team member that might be able to provide some insight in terms of, what that employee may be facing. We've all been there. We've all had our first days and multiple first days at companies and on new teams. And sometimes you don't want to necessarily ask a question right out off the bat because you don't want to look dumb. You don't want to look stupid. Help them out. Put that buffer there, that will help them and provide that freedom to maybe ask questions that they might not feel comfortable asking you initially. And then you also should do the follow-up with them and make sure they know that they can come to you. You should have an open door policy with them. Here's what I'm going to also encourage you to do. If your bench isn't strong enough to where you have 2 to 3 people that can take on this assignment, then you need to do a better job hiring. And this is one of the ways you can hire better, by keeping a higher retention level, right? But put your all-stars out there. If you have a couple of people that are looking to get promoted, this is one of those intangible things that they should be volunteering to do and help out. If they want to step into a leadership position, this is something that they should want to do. And you should have 2 or 3 of those folks on your bench, right? If you have a strong team, depending on the size of your team, right? But if you have 5, 10 people, you should have at least 2 or 3, rock star all-stars or potential rock star all-stars. And then also kind of dangle that out there for the people that are aspiring to, step into those leadership roles as well, that this is something you'd like to see them do. So we're going to wrap it up here. Again, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, click the thumbs up, and then also click the alert button. And then feel free to share this video series with anybody that might need to hear this. And I'll leave a link to the playlist in the description below, and we will talk to you at the next video.